Hey guys, I'm Godswilla. We're wrapping the Halloween reviews up today on October 31st. A good time to end it. And unfortunately, the worst, I'm sorry guys, but the worst of these films has come. And the man who you got to throw ash at is Rob Zombie. I do not want to show hate. Don't go showing hate to Rob Zombie. Like, I mean, he wanted to make his own story, and I can credit him with that. I like how what he was trying to do. The idea of a tall Michael Myers, Tyler Mane, I'm not hating him. I don't hate the real him as a person, but how they portray him in this film, not this film, him as an actor, he did well as Michael Myers. I have to say, it when you first see it, you're like, oh man, this is a decent film. But when going back, you hear the harsh dialogue. Like, it's like when you don't even see the stupidity once you read it, like read the story a few times. And like Rob Zombie, like, this is the better of the two films, and by a long shot. So of course this movie starts out, instead of just doing 5 minutes of little kid Michael Myers like the original. No. We gotta almost spend almost half of the movie explaining his story, his backstory, and his first killing Judith. Of course, so basically it's evidence that he broke up in the bad home, like that the baby kid, Laurie Strode, of course, and the mom, Sherry Moon Zombie, of course, and you got William Forsythe, like, and when you open the film, you realize it's a Rob Zombie film. Rob Zombie doesn't take long to make you realize it's his kind of film, because the movie opens. Opens the first like 5 seconds of Sherry Moon Zombie and William Forsythe talking to each other. You already know it's a Rob Zombie film, and that's bad way to start. And then, so Michael Myers, what does he start doing in the film? Oh, he's killing his pet rat. And you can see this kid is definitely doing well in school. So basically, so then the scene, you got the slutty daughter. Judith in the original, you don't know what kind of character she was. All you get to see her do is just kiss her boyfriend, and Michael kills her. That's all you get to see of her. So you don't know if she was a bad person. You don't know if she was slutty. So you don't know. You don't know if she deserved to die. But still, but I can credit Rob Zombie a little bit for what he was trying to do. You can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to. They were gonna plan on Halloween 9, but it got shafted. They gave it to Rob Zombie, and he bashed the shit out of it, of course. But I have to say, so then he kills the bully. So no, then he's in the bathroom with the bully. The bully comes in, of course. Ironically, he already bullies Michael Myers. You can just tell because he's talking about fights, and you all know already he's a bully. Michael comes out. Michael is going to the bathroom, of course, and Michael comes out and he's like, "Oh, hey, shit pants!" Like, you know how bullies have like nicknames for you. Like, if you snitch on them, they'll go like, "Oh, hey, little snitch." You know the nicknames you have. So, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll show photos of your mom stripping," and then fight, and the principal comes in, and Michael says, "Fuck you" to the principal. I can tell you what, that Michael Myers, he has balls, cause I would never, I don't, I, when someone says no balls, you'll say "fuck you" to the principal. I guess I don't have balls because I'm not saying that to my principal. I'll be too scared. Like, I know for a fact that they'll be right on me. But anyways, so then later, they're in the office. Sherry Moon Zombie is calmed down again. Let's stop calling her Sherry Moon Zombie, because we don't even know who Michael Myers' mother was. So who am I supposed to call her? Oh, Deborah? Oh, okay. Oh, did you know the original mom's name? No, no, no. You only seen him for a few seconds, and you're already 15 years in the future. So then, of course, they have a meeting, and they call in Dr. Loomis, Malcolm McDowell. Now, he did good. He did good for the first film. When I first saw him and he was playing Loomis, I got kind of scared because seeing him and not that he's a bad actor. I don't he does he's a good actor, like, but he was always kind of a villain guy. That's what I always see him as, because every movie I see him in he was a villain. So when I saw him, because Dr. Loomis, he was a good guy in the original, and I'll give props to Malcolm McDowell. He did good in this movie. He was he lived up to Dr. Loomis's name, not fully, because you can't like pass Donald Pleasance. Donald Pleasance, he'll always be in the heart of this series. Aside from Michael and Laurie and Jamie, he'll be the throughout all the sequels. Dr. Loomis, he was the shell that kept this series going, and sadly he had to pass away just a little bit after Halloween 6. So yeah, I mean so now let's continue. So then Dr. Loomis talking to Deborah. I'm not gonna get used to saying that name. He's talking to about how Michael's been mutilating animals and it's in his lunch in his bag. And Michael, he starts running away. Well, and then you get the theme. That was weird. Okay, so you have him running down the hallway with what? That was hilarious. So of course he gets his clown mask and runs away, and then he goes for the bully. The bully, before you see him kill him, so he wants to find Michael Myers. He bullies some kid. He spits on some kid's hat. Nah, and then he comes over to Michael, who he didn't see peeking at him from over there somehow. He wants to find him, so obviously he would see him. If I was there, I would have saw Michael Myers dead on. But then, of course, he gets beat down with a stick. I mean, yeah. So then, it cuts to later at night. Michael's talking about going trick-or-treating, and William Forsythe, man, you kind of want him to die. When Michael slits his throat, I'll get to that. But then, so basically, he gets some warning from his mom before she goes stripping. What? Before she goes stripping, and then after she leaves, William Forsythe goes to sleep, and then the slutty daughter, her boyfriend, comes in. Oh, hey, I'll take your South trick-or-treating. Oh my, why you want us to root for Michael? I don't like that. You're essentially making us root for Michael. I didn't root for anyone in this movie. The only person you could halfway root for was Laurie Strode. I mean, Scout Tara Compton, she did good. And then, of course, puts on the mask, kills William Forsythe. I forgot Ronnie. Yeah, it was Ronnie. He kills Ronnie, slits his throat, and finally, man, the fact that he didn't hear Michael Myers taping him up is beyond me. He must have been he was drunk. When you're drunk, you actually do go deep into sleep, now thinking about it. Yeah, he should have been that deep asleep. So then, of course, Michael slits his throat, and then the boyfriend comes down. Obviously doesn't see Ronnie. He's too busy. Oh yeah, I'm not talking about the scene where they fucked, so yeah, they fucked, and that's it. And, oh yeah, he put on the William Shatner mask, the original mask that we all know and love. Well, kind of, it's not, it's the mask but it wasn't the original. You can tell it wasn't the original mask, but, so then, of course, he beats the boyfriend up. Well, I think the boyfriend in the original got the lucky one out of it. He got his ass out of there, because if Michael could have killed him too, but then, of course, and then Michael obviously goes upstairs to Judith, and He starts playing with her a little bit, and then she's listening to music, and then all of a sudden he's being disgusting, and then she gets slapped, and Michael stabs in the gut. He puts on the mask that the boyfriend wore, and obviously starts going away. And then you see Michael Myers. I'm done. I'm sorry. But my God. And it's like Michael Myers shrunk in the wash because he's wearing the mask and he's that small. I'm done. Like, I'm legit, like, just totes done. So basically, he kills her, obviously, and Deborah comes home, and now Michael's in an institution where, of course, Dr. Loomis is a psychiatrist. And so there's a crime scene, a news reporter, there's been 3 murders here at the latest, and you can see Deborah seeking out the bodies. Yeah, of course. And then the last shot you see on this night. Bitch, who the fuck are you looking at? It's like, who the hell are you looking at? You're looking dead on at me. And then you see the flash of Myers' mask. So then you go 11 months in, and 11 months later. You know what? I'm gonna speed up this review. I'm not reviewing all like every scene, but so then he kills a nurse lady. But I don't get why do you give mental patients forks, like real metal forks? Even if he's eating steak, frick him. He's a psychopath. He's obvious. You don't turn your back to the psycho boy. He screams until eventually to the point he doesn't speak to no one, doesn't speak to Loomis, not to his mom. But still kills her anyways. And that's Deborah's breaking point. So then she kills herself. And the baby, you leave the baby to fend for herself. Are you... What? What are you doing? Bad parenting. Like, that baby is obviously not going to get traumatized over someone killing themselves. So then you fast forward 15 years later. So basically, we're probably 10 minutes in the film in the original, like 40 minutes into this one. How do you explain that, ladies and gentlemen? We shouldn't know why Michael Myers is what he is. We shouldn't. But let's have Rob Zombie come around. Hey, let's give you a reason why you kill people. Hey, just have... But I'm not showing hate. And then, of course, Danny Trejo is there. He was the only one that was actually decent there. You got this other guy. Should I talk about the director's cut and how he escaped? Should I? I guess it's a review film. I didn't say what version. The theatrical cut is better. So, he escapes the crazy guys I talked about earlier. Raping a girl, a mental patient too. And that drove Michael Myers to escape. The theatrical cut, I would say, is a lot better because he just kills a bunch of people who are patrolling him. I say that's a better version. If people saw that in the theatrical cut, oh my God, they probably would have. I think if I saw that, I would have left. I would have just left. You know what? I probably just asked for a refund because I wasted my money on a bad movie. So then, obviously, he kills Joe Grizzly, bitch. He gets a shitting cameo. Taking a dump. He kills him. He stabs him to death. Takes the jumpsuit, but Joe Grizzly is 6'5", right? Tyler Mane is 6'8". So explain to me how Joe Grizzly's jumpsuit that looked like it fit him just fine. How would it fit Tyler Mane? You know what? Why am I questioning Rob Zombie logic? I should be reviewing the movie and getting to the point of ending this because I want to get. Don't worry, guys. We only got a lot of the film left to go. So then, of course, we got over here. So then you get introduced to Laurie Strode. Yay! 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 So then, of course, you got the scene for the original where she's taking Tommy to the Myers house and she has to drop something off. In this moment, so Michael goes ripping to the floorboards. How the frick did you manage to bury this underground, get the baby, and what? How would you know how to hide the mask that helped you murder your sister? I mean, how? So you have the scene where he just looks at it, he tilts his head, he puts it on, and of course that's when he hears Laurie and Tommy come, and he obviously checks. Tyler Mane, I would say, your presence is scary, but the way he portrayed you, I'm not bashing you, Tyler Mane, specifically. The way Rob Zombie portrayed you in this film, not this film, you did okay in this film. You're passable in this film. But I'm not gonna explain it until we get the Halloween 2009 part of it. So, basically, then he sniffs the mail that he got sent, and so then you get introduced to Linda. Well, of course you got that. Why do you keep showing the same scenes? We're basically just. Why am I reviewing this? We're basically watching the first movie, except Rob Zombified. Rob Zombified. That's a new word. Rob Zombified. I made it a new word. Again, I'm not bashing your head like Michael did to that reporter in the movie. I'm not doing that, I swear. But the way you did the movie was just bad. I mean, I get it. We all make mistakes, but why did you have to do it like this? You should have saw how a lot of people weren't going to like it. I was terrified when Rob Zombie was called to remake it. I was terrified. You know why? Because I went and watched Rob Zombie films, and I had ironically watched some of his films. And then when they said Rob Zombie was making the remake, I was like, God, no, please. Please. We already hit the film's lowest point in Resurrection. We already had Halloween 6. We already had Resurrection. And then, now, we're going to get the disturbingness known as this. No, please, God, no. But then, of course, Linda, Annie, you know what, let's get through this. Alright. Let's get to the ending. So, wow, the kills are ironically the same frame from the first. But guess what? Guess who's Annie in this movie? Guess who? Danielle Harris. And you're gonna show her topless. Okay. We're totally not gonna get offended that our main heroine that we've loved from Halloween 4 and 5 and Halloween 4 and 5, she was only for Jamie in those two movies. You think we'd be okay seeing her topless? We don't want to see it. You already had nudity earlier in the film. Like, why do you have to have 3 sex scenes? 3 sex scenes. The fact that I mentioned this is because it was Danielle Harris. And of course, unlike Paul in the original, he was only heard over the phone. He's actually in this movie. So he gets a quick death. Annie, of course, doesn't die. But, frankly, I'm happy about that. Good job, Rob Zombie. I didn't want to see her die. But we're going to get to the disturbingness later of his age, too. So, basically, then he kills Linda. Basically the same way, except it's not with the phone cord. He uses his own hand. He chokes her out, and you can see the marks. Gotta give you credit, Zombie, when you use the choke marks. Yeah, gotta give you credit on that one. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Like, I still don't like either of the two movies, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. So then, of course, there's this whole. So then, of course, Lori and Lindsay come over, and they discover the bodies of Paul, and now the all messed up Daniel Harris. And holy crap, was she bloody! And of course, yeah. So then Michael finally realizes, hey, I need to become relevant again and start doing shit. So he starts chasing Lori like the original, of course. It's like the shape stalks name. Tyler Bates. They almost said Tyler Maine because they both have the same first name. So Tyler Bates, he's just it sounds like he's just messing. He's just playing around with his sounds, and then of course he finally it's like a remixed version of the themes, of course. So basically, they start chasing, and of course Michael's got to take a pit stop again because he's nowhere to be found halfway through the fucking chase. And of course Tommy comes in, and then okay, I have to admit this was a creepy shot. Then you see tall ass Tyler Maine, Michael Myers, stare at him through the freaking door that had the door of the house. Like, it had like a window thing where you can see through it. And you just see him. Okay, I have to admit, that's a little scary. So then he busts through the door like Michael Myers will. And, of course, they run up the stairs. The cops arrive. He kills both of the cops, obviously. Sheriff Brackett and Loomis are on their way. And Brackett finds Annie's body, and not body, but just a live body. It's weird saying when Michael just attacks Annie. It's weird saying that she's alive. I'm sorry. I know it's weird for you because in the original you're used to the original. I gotta review these movies because they're part of the Halloween franchise, of course, but still, but okay. But so of course then we got. So Michael obviously gets Lori, and apparently earlier. So everyone apparently in Haddonfield, no one hears you scream or shoot guns, and of course, yeah. Well, no one heard Lori in the original earlier too. So okay, so then of course. Let's just get through this. So, the ending. So first, so it's when Michael shows vulnerability and gets stabbed in the shoulder. But it's not surprising that this big ass motherfucker lived because she just stabs his shoulder. Is your first target when when you think someone's gonna kill you? Is your first target their neck? Bitch, I'll be going for their neck or their head. Because that's the most vulnerable positions. That's where you easily can kill someone. Shoulder, you'll just bleed a little bit, but you still have time to get to the hospital. But not Michael Myers. He don't need the hospital. He'll just heal himself. So then, of course, Michael Myers, he, of course, chases her again. You hear the dun 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 dun, and we get another chase scene. Then Loomis comes up, shoots him 3 times. Okay. So then. No, this part of the review is getting too long. I want to get through that nutcase as Halloween to as fast as I can. So then, of course, Loomis gets his head squished. Lori runs upstairs, and it's not suspenseful. You just see Lori in the background. Okay, I have to admit, that's a cool shot. Just seeing Lori creeped out. Her acting right there was pretty good. And she's just creeped out, and she's trying to cover him out. Michael's just slamming, punching the things. And yeah, so then she tries to grab the gun, and that's when Michael sees her. And then then she's like limping. I mean, not obviously, I'm gonna get through the review. So then she gets tackled through the house, and then of course, Michael helps her with the gun, and she shoots him. Why, Rob Zombie? We already have one film. I actually survived that film a little bit. But no, I probably still have PTSD from watching it. But then. And then we have this nutcase. Oh, don't even get me started on this film. Oh, there's only a 2% of you who like the film, and more power to you, man. But what do you? All right, first 20 minutes of this film, freaking dream. What the? How do you dream? How do you know the vivid details of how Michael escaped the coroners? And why would she imagine them fucking her dead best friend? The fuck? Are you weird? Bruh, if she actually dreamed that, you actually want to see her ass die. Not even freaking lying with you guys. So then, of course, Michael escapes, saws the guy's head off. Why? Why is Sheri Moon Zombie in this movie? Nah, that's stupid. Stupid. You just wanted an excuse. You just wanted an excuse to put your wife back in the movie. You have to have her in every one of your films now, don't you, Rob Zombie? Don't you, Rob Zombie? You just have to have her. If you don't have her, it's the end of the world. So, let's toss in a ghost and the white horse. Because, of course, in this universe, Michael loves to imagine his dead mom. So basically, kills, okay, you got me there. They're pretty brutal. The kills are not what I'm after here. Okay. The director's cut, the ending, I want to get through this fast because I want to survive. Alright, so then, this movie's just a train wreck. You see Michael Myers without a mask? What? Are you weird? Are you mentally insane? He goes walking around looking like a hobo with his mom. How could you destroy Michael Myers anymore? I thought Halloween 6 destroyed him, but at least he looked like Michael Myers did. No, you got him walking around. What are you doing to me, zombie? You're killing me, man. You're killing me. So then, of course, now let's get to the ending so I get this review over with. Director's cut ending. Okay, theatrical cut. He kills Loomis. He kills Loomis in both versions. And then, director's cut. As Loomis is finished, Sheriff Brackett gets a clean shot on Michael, and he gets shot and he gets impaled onto the spikes. And then Lori comes in, and she was stabbing him. And apparently people were saying, she was stabbing Loomis, and she's fucking insane. Fucking weirdo. Don't show us that she goes up to say, Michael, I love you. Man, this dude is still trying to kill you. See him try to lift the knife up at you, but he doesn't have enough strength. So then she stabs him. Alright, and then she comes out with Sheri Moon Zombie. I'm just calling her Sheri Moon Zombie now because I'm just done. But so she comes out, she's wearing the Michael Myers mask, which was half ripped. But like, dude, get another mask. Go to a hardware store and get another mask. And Loomis in this film. Oh, no. Michael McDowell, I'm not bashing you. I want to let you know it. You're a good actor. Rob Zombie, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? You made Dr. Loomis a media whore. Are you... Just put Dr. Phil in there and you got this. You got this Loomis in this movie. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what do you think you're doing? You can't make Loomis like that. Loomis, they were trying to make, redemption art. Well, it was too fucking late. It was already like 5 minutes left of the fucking film. Oh, hey, Laurie Strode's captured. Maybe it's Michael Myers. Let me run over here. Now, again, Malcolm McDowell, this ain't me bashing you. The way Rob Zombie portrays you, that's what I'm bashing here. So then, of course, Loomis gets in action. And Annie, of course, dies. And guess who? She was Daniel Harris again, of course. And, oh, man, it was just sickening just to see Daniel Harris dead. It was sickening. So, it was like a music video. Like, What are you doing, zombie? You had like, there was like dreams about Lori wanting to kill Annie. Like what? All right, this Rob Zombie. I thought he couldn't mess it up any more than he has, but he does. So the director's cut ending. Instead of just Michael stabbing him in the shed, they both bust out. And then Loomis is like, "Oh, Michael, you're going to hell." Michael takes off his mask. Die! No, I did not say that. Please tell me. Please tell me Michael didn't say a word. No. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Michael says something in the director's cut. You can't do that. This movie makes Resurrection seem like the best movie ever, and I hate that movie. At least in that movie, he didn't talk. At least in Halloween 6, he didn't talk. No! Die! You didn't have to say that. All you had to do was just stab him and that's it. But you take off the show is Rob Zombie face and say die. And of course, the ending is Lori in the mental institution, of course, or her heaven land, as you might speak. Oh, she dies, and the one that Michael says something. But she lives, so she's in her mind, and I don't know. Don't ask me. It's Rob Zombie logic. But she smiles while the white horse and Sherry Moon Zombie walks. She smiles significantly and saying that she'll be the next killer. They were gonna make Halloween 3D. No! You were right to cancel that. I could not sit through another Rob Zombie film. I barely survived the first one. I'm still recovering from the second one. Cause I had to see it, cause I'm a Michael Myers fan. Like, you just want to see another Michael Myers film, like, But I want to get this video over and done with, guys. I will upload for probably another 2 weeks, cause I got a lot of content out. But anyways, guys, peace. Happy Halloween.